Oh yeah, day one clean eating, here I come. Gonna get so healthy. Yeah, buddy. Damn it, I did it again. Ugh. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And for today's video, I'm gonna go clean eating for 3 whole days. Today's day 1 of my clean eating challenge. I'm gonna try to eat as clean as possible. I'll explain to you guys later what that is to me. But I'm gonna try to be as healthy as possible, etc., etc. Not many people know this yet, but I'm trying to be an intuitive eater. If you guys don't know what that is, you guys can go check out the book Intuitive Eating or just do a little bit of research online. I'm gonna probably do a whole video on that later, so I'm not gonna get into too much detail today about it. But pretty much what I wanted to tell you guys about it is that it made me realize that I was a secret dieter and it was affecting my binging and it was affecting my overeating. And I truly do believe that with being an intuitive eater, I will be able to control my overeating and binge eating a lot better. It's pretty much an anti-dieting concept. It's pretty much saying you can eat whatever you want, balanced meals, and then has like all these 10 principles to help you be able to kind of control your way with food. It's like a way of controlling food instead of letting food control you. So, funny story, before I read this book, I thought that I was literally eating healthy and eating clean for health. And I used to have this concept that, you know, I was gonna eat nothing junk food, no like processed foods, and that I was doing it for my health. I wasn't doing it because I was on a diet or restricting myself. But the book pretty much said that that's a diet mentality and it leads to binging and it leads to overeating. And it's true. I honestly believe that happened to me because by 8 p.m. I would go and I would look for everything in the cupboard that was bad for me. Yeah, so pretty much it's saying I was a secret dieter and I didn't even know it based off of the diet industry and diet culture. And I bet you a lot more people are dieting without even realizing it. I will probably do a full video on intuitive eating later. I just want to experience it for myself and see how it works for me. And I also want to read the research that's in the back of the intuitive eating book so that I can get more data and research on the science behind intuitive eating. So I'm kind of doing this clean eating as a way to show you guys that clean eating doesn't work, to be honest. And I'm only doing it for 3 days because I do not want what happened to me in the past to happen to me again. I would do it longer, but I'm scared that it will trigger something in me, and I'll go back to the way I used to be, and it probably wouldn't happen, but I don't want to take the chance. So I am going to do clean eating for 3 days. I'm going to let you guys know how my cravings go, and then I'm going to let you know on day 4 if I start binging and overeating again. So if I don't, then great. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I don't have any cravings or if I don't overeat unhealthy foods this week, maybe intuitive eating is wrong, but I don't think it is. So this is a video to show you that clean eating sometimes is not always better. So day 1 did not go off to a good start. My husband wanted to go for breakfast because we finally had a day off together. Only 1 hour into clean eating and it was already giving me grief, as most places have unhealthy processed foods for breakfast. And let's get real, guys. Bacon and eggs benny or French toast is the only way to order breakfast when you go out. Anyways, I had to look at the menu before I left and I found something that was good. Unfortunately, I did not like it. I really missed eggs benny and I felt deprived. I personally believe clean eating is hard to do when you want to enjoy a nice meal out with the family or friends, as most times you cannot get what you truly want on the menu and have to make multiple substitutions for your food. And you have to worry about food and the food choices that you make instead of just being able to enjoy the company that you're with, which is definitely not ideal. I don't know how people eat like this every day, all the time. Oh my God. This is so boring. So I will quickly explain to you what I determined was healthy for my clean eating week, as everyone seems to have a slightly different idea on what is healthy. So do not come for me or freak out and be like, oh my God, that's not healthy. There's literally so much data out there that contradicts each other when it comes to food. Fat is bad for you. No, actually new data just came out and actually fat's good for you. Carbs are now the bad thing. Stay away from those. No, did you hear? Eggs are actually bad for you. No, I think that's wrong. I think that eggs are healthy as long as you take out the yolk and just have the egg whites, way less calories. Actually, no. Recently, a nutritionist on TikTok came out and actually said the nutrients is actually in the yolk, so you actually have to have the whole thing. Did you know that carbs are bad for you and they make you fat? Actually, complex carbs are actually really healthy for you and they give you a good source of energy. But I looked on the Canadian Food Guide to see what they said was a healthy plate and a good portion size. I have probably been eating my whole life and I honestly do not know what a correct portion size looks like. I do not know what 4 ounces of meat looks like. I still don't really understand it, but I do not have a scale, so I use my palm instead to help with portion sizes. The Canada Food Guide states about 1/2 should be veggies and fruits, 1/4 of the plate should be protein, and 1/4 of the plate should be grains. If you go in greater detail, it will explain to you what types of grains, proteins, and fruits and vegetables that you should consume. So I'm going to make most of my meals following this plate theory. Also, I wanted to eat as clean as possible, so I made some rules where majority of my food is going to be whole foods from nature, no processed foods, no junk food, but I am allowing myself to have a little bit of natural sweeteners like honeys, and they recommend about 25 grams of added sugar, but I barely added any into any of my foods. I stayed away from simple carbs like white bread and white sugar, and I will be using whole grains with the germ and the bran intact. So good.
Wow.
Finally a meal I'm really enjoying.
Yeah, fuck vegetables that she makes every day.
I think I'm done. Cheers with my water, because I can't drink. This would be really good wine. So day 1, I was actually very surprised to have minimal to almost no cravings, not even later at the night. But day 2, I was so hungry, like physically hungry, and I could not stop eating. My body, for some reason, got up at 5 a.m. and by 11, I was not feeling good due to being overtired, and I could barely get off the couch. So my lack of sleep definitely did not help my hunger and my cravings. And I eventually had to take a nap to start feeling better. I honestly do not understand why people get up at 5 a.m. So good. That actually is really good. Wow. It's day 2 lunchtime and I'm having lentil stew with brown rice. Look how much food there is on here. Like, this is what happens when you ask the husband to get you food, because holy, like, I can't eat all of that. And I do not feel good today, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on with me, but I just want to go to bed and die right now. I do not feel good. I'm tired. I'm cold. I can't get off the couch. I'm praying to God this gives me some energy, man. I'm gonna go get a coffee too. I'm done. Today I'm done. Today is not a good day. So the intuitive eating book that I was talking about earlier states that you may eat more when you're avoiding your cravings because you're not satisfied with the foods that you're substituting it for. So you end up eating more calories than you would have if you just had that piece of chocolate and literally just got on with your life. Now, I do not know if this is what's happening today or if I was just physically more hungry for whatever reason, but I had lots of cravings throughout the day and I was not satisfied with majority of the food that I was eating. So I think that there is some truth to the intuitive eating book. It got so bad I had to take a nap. Then I had to leave the house and do anything I could just to stop thinking about food. And if I'm being completely honest, I probably would have had junk food today if I wasn't doing this video. Morning! Breakfast number 3. Favorite breakfast. Finally, the bananas are pretty close to being ripe. So look at that beauty. Hashtag peanut butter is life. And there's cocoa powder in here too. So it's gonna make me feel like I'm having chocolate. Bon appetit! So I just want to be clear that if clean eating works for you, then awesome. I'm super happy for you. I believe that anyone can find a healthy, sustainable diet that works for them as long as they are consistent with it and they enjoy what they're eating. But if you are doing a diet and you absolutely hate it and you're not enjoying the foods that you're eating, then it might not work long term. Before, I would eat so badly the day before clean eating in the past. I think of all the foods that I loved and I would try to eat as many of them as I could the day before. Probably eat like 5,000 plus calories that day of bad foods and then try to start clean the next day. Then literally like day 2, I would start binging on foods again. So if this is happening to you, then maybe clean eating and restricting is not good for you either. And maybe there's a more balanced diet that would work for you. The next few days I got lucky and I did not binge or overeat, but I did have some takeout and had a little bit less clean foods. Well, that is everything I have for today. I'm back to intuitive eating and eating a balanced diet. And I am not gonna lie, I probably would have failed on day 2 if it wasn't for this video. So I definitely do not think I could do that in the future or do it forever as a sustainable diet. I'm really hoping intuitive eating works, and hopefully in the future I can show you a video of how that's going. And later, like I said, I will do a video on intuitive eating as well once I've experienced it for myself. Please comment down below what you guys think about clean eating and what you guys think about intuitive eating as well. All right, we will see you on my next video. See ya.